Hey guys, it's Nico Fry Games here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing a airplane review on the DC Designs F-14 Tomcats. This is the F-14 Alpha version. It also comes with the Bravo version. So let us take a look and see how it compares to the F-15 Eagle, which DC Designs also released, but um, it kind of underperformed at first. People weren't impressed with it. They said it needed to be worked out a little bit more, so hopefully they learned their mistakes from the F-15 Eagle and applied it to the F-14 Tomcat. And I have played the F-14 Tomcat a little bit to see how it handles, so it actually handles quite good in the air, and it is really fast. So just a quick overview of the F-14 Tomcats. Its first flight was in the 1970s. It was designed as a highly maneuverable interceptor for the U.S. Navy, and also as a multi-role fighter. It seats two people, a pilot and a co-pilot, or a flight engineer, and the only two operators were the Iranian Air Force and the U.S. Navy. And this is personally one of my favorite aircraft of all time, and it was also featured in the movie Top Gun. So let us get into it. At first glance, it looks beautiful. They did a really fantastic job on the F-14 Tomcats. Right now, you can see the covers. It covers the intakes and all the pedostatic tubes. And we got the chocks in. So let us go into the cockpit and see, look at it in more detail. Okay, so right off the bat, it looks pretty basic, but I did a little bit more research looking on online to see how those pictures correspond to this, and this is actually pretty accurate of a F-14 Tomcat's cockpit. You got the heads-up display, um, this parking brake, the throttle, the all the button layouts look pretty good. The instrument readings. This is actually really accurate, so they did a really good job. I feel like the seat they could have done a little bit better, but that's just my opinion. And the only thing really think they really missed on is this section right here. Sorry if my if it drifts a little bit. I'm using a controller, so bear with me for a moment. We got our Mach indicator right here, our altimeter, our radar altitude indicator. I think that's our vertical speed indicator. I can barely see that. And here's our landing gear switch to retract the landing gears and extend. We got the parking brake. We got our flaps lever right here. Here's our anti-skid button. We can actually go right here. We can extend the refueling port, which is really cool. I like that feature. Good for them. It looks really good. Let's retract that. We have our fuel pump switch, our wing exterior. It is our glow vanes. I don't know what that means. If you know what that means, please leave a comments down below and tell me what that is. This is an engaged LDG, or DLC. Don't know what that means. And then we got our, what is that? That is our elevators right there. Our elevator gauge or motor gauge. And then we got our air starter switch, our rudder trim, our auto throttle mode, FLCH, I don't know what that is. Our engine crank, our engine starters right here. And then our inlet ramps, stow or auto position, and those are these right here, the inlets. The yoke looks pretty cool. And then we got our wing sweep cover open. Let's see what that is. Wing sweep cover. Oh, we can swing it open. That is cool. So we're swinging these out. And then we can swing them in. That is really cool. We got the chocks in as well. On the left side, this is our autopilot stuff. Autopilot engage, heading selects, altitude hold mode on, LOC mode, pitch turn on, SAS roll, AFCS SAS yaw turn on. Here's our ADF frequency. Another frequency button is our VNAV turn on. Minimums. So you can't touch any of these buttons, but you can pretty much turn on pretty much most of these buttons, which is really, really good. We got our nav mode. Then we're going to go to the right side over here. We got the hook. We can pull that down. And then there's our hook right there. We can pull these up right here. They have the gun rounds in here, which is pretty cool. Then we got our canopy jet, right, jettison right here. Then we got our fuel shutoff valves right there. There's our magnetic compass. And then I liked how they added the mirrors, the rearview mirrors. And then right here, altimeter mode selector. You can toggle auto throttle, switch to Mach, altitude select, spoiler, FR all ride, inboard, outboard, and then right here is our alternator and our battery, left alternator, right alternator, external power, engine bleed air. This is our air conditioning stuff right here, which is really cool. APU bleed generator, pitot heat, and our de-icing equipment. And then what's really cool is you can turn on the chains. And I guess that's really that's for the aircraft carrier specialty, which you can, I think they use chains to bolt them down to the aircraft carrier deck so they don't fly over into the ocean. So we're going to turn the chains off. We're going to put the covers off, and then we're going to turn the chocks off. So now we are clean. And then right here, this is really cool. We got the canopy lock unlock switch, so we're going to unlock it. And then we're going to open it. The canopy can open and close. Then we can also, check this out, extend the ladder. We just extended the ladder, which is really, really good. I like that. And then there's covers so the guys can come out. That is a really, really cool, unique feature on the F-14 Tomcats. On the A and B version, let us retract the ladders, close the canopy, and then we are going to lock this in place. And then right here, here's all your lighting, by the way. Nav lights, dimmer lights, strobe lights, formation lights. So that's pretty cool. And then you can, the lights, bring them, turn them on and off, or change the light settings, which is really cool. And then when we go up here, it actually has a checklist if you want to do a checklist for before starting engine, starting engine cold, taxi, takeoff, cruise, descent, approach, landing, and after landing and securing. So if you want to go into that detail, you can go ahead. We're going to just do a quick review on this. So let us close that. And then we're going to start up the engines, Control E. Yes, I know. And I do love that sound. You can hear the engine spooling up. And then what's also cool is the pilots are in here as well. Wings sweeping out. That sound is gorgeous. Then we can also equip weapons as well on DC, like the DCS Designs F-15 Eagle. So we're actually, before we take off, we are going to call ground services. We're going to request a fuel supply truck.
San Juan ground, Fast Eagle 107. Could you please send a fuel truck?
Fast Eagle 107, a fuel truck is on the road.
Hopefully that's our fuel truck right there. So we're going to get the fuel truck, and then I'm going to show you the weapons that you can equip. And first impressions of the heads-up display, amazing job. This is perfect. That 15 Eagle isn't as good, but this is perfect. I don't know what you guys think, but this is perfect. The lighting looks amazing. Let's turn the lights on. And I love that color, red, so at night flying you can see all your instruments. And then let's take a look outside real fast. The lights look pretty amazing, not gonna lie. And then our elevators, up, down, rudders, left, right, our ailerons, and then our air brakes. That's actually really good. And then we're going to put the flaps down right here. Flaps, we're going to pull the flaps into the lowest position. This is takeoff and landing position. They did a really good job with the leading edge flaps and the trailing edge flaps. That's really cool. And there's our fuel truck. And then what's really cool is you got these guys' names: Lieutenant Larry Klutsky, call sign Music, and Lieutenant James Anderson. I personally don't know who those guys are. I think I'm a little bit too young. And then we got the danger intake painting right here, which is pretty cool. And they did a fantastic job. And on in here, I think they do need to change that. It's kind of buggy. But there's our turbojet engines in there. The lights look pretty good. Let's turn off the lights. And then one of the cool thing is, you can actually take off the face masks and the visors of the two pilots. So let's go over here. And then we are going to unwear these right here. And then our pilots, as you can see, they don't have the face masks or the visors on, but we're gonna put them on just cause. And god darn it, that fuel truck is weird. I think they need to fix that. Let's wait for the fuel truck to reposition itself so I can actually see that. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we used up fuel. We are going to equip the missiles, so we are going to equip the AM-9s, okay? AM-9s, which is the Sidewinder, 190. And then you see the missile showed up, 19. Oh, 190. Make sure it showed up on the other side. And then let's do the AM-7s, so 510. 510. 510. 510. 510. And then 510. Alright, we got all of our missiles equipped. You can either choose between the AM-54s, the AM-7s. We're going to choose the AM-7s first. So, and this is also how you can equip all the missiles and bombs on the F-15 Eagle. It's the same exact concept, so we're going to close that out. And that fuel truck can get out of our way. And then let's turn on our masks. Then you can also have a ground powered unit as well. And then let's take a look at the cockpit. Oh, here's all of our warnings, cautions, and advisory notifications. And then let's see, we can have the airport on the lower screen, which is really cool. We got our heading, our course indicator, our shield brightness, our map information mode, and then our ND range. But what I'm gonna do is equip we have the cruise mode, we have the takeoff mode, which is pretty cool, and then the terrain mode. You can put on the terrain if you want, but I'm going to equip the weather mode, which if there's clouds around, it will show like gray blips around here, which is really, really cool. So I think we're about ready to take off. So I keep saying so too much. Let's do our last checks. Elevators, rudders, ailerons. Let us taxi to the closest runway and take off. And actually, taxiing, it's actually really smooth with this aircraft. It's not too touchy. I mean, it's a little shaky, but as long as you don't go too fast, it's pretty fine. So just low tabs, low touches. And as you can see, we have the AM-9 Sidewinder missiles and the AIM 7s on. Let's taxi to the runway. Alright, let's taxi onto the runway. We are not going to talk to the tower because I don't want to make this video too long. So let us turn onto runway 28, and we are also in Puerto Rico in St. Louis Martin Airport. So, all right, before we go, rudders, elevators, ailerons, and then our air brakes. All right, let us full throttle this bad boy. There's the afterburners. Let us take off. Alright. V1. Rotate. Do smooth takeoff. Gear up. Then what we need to do is retract the flaps. And now we're rolling. We are fast. Alright, let's roll left. And then when we accelerate, we should be seeing the wings sweep inwards. As you can see, for the weather, well, really cool. Above the clouds. And pretty soon we'll be seeing the wings sweep in. There we go, the wings are sweeping in. We're about to reach 500 knots. And we are hauling booty. And the displays, the display gauges, whoa. The display gauges, absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love it. Let us reset position. Down right here. And our wings, let's hold the, we just broke the sound barrier, which I like that they did that. Just broke the sound barrier. The afterburners are good. Now I'd say it's a little touchy, a little unstable, but this aircraft was designed to be a fast interceptor, highly maneuverable, and a multi-role aircraft. I believe it was only used by the US Navy and the Iranian Air Force. And this is, without a doubt, one of my most favorite airplanes. Oh, there's some sun glares in the mirror. So, let me pull back the throttle all the way, and then I'll give you a overall feeling of the aircraft, if it's worth buying, and yeah, so overall I would have to rate this airplane a 8 out of 10, to be honest with you guys. It's not perfect. I think they need to work on a few things like maybe some of these bolts or rivets, and this thing up here, this little glare shield thing right here. I don't know what it's called, but other than that, it is a solid aircraft. For the price of 30 bucks, I think it's worth the $30. Then the 40 bucks that you would pay for the F-15 Eagle, they definitely learned their lessons from the F-15 Eagle. I don't know how well the autopilot works. The autopilot works kind of okay with the F-15 Eagle, but I would have to give it a shot. And I would highly recommend it if you're just looking for a really detailed military aircraft with afterburners. Out of the 3 military aircrafts or fighter jets that I would pick out, the F-14 would be first, the F-15, and then the Euro Typhoon would be my third choice. Those are my top 3. Leave a comment down below. Hopefully, you can subscribe. We're up to 75 subscribers. Let's get that up to at least 80, and I'll be happy. I'll catch you all in the next video. Tell me what you think about this aircraft, whether you agree with me or not, and I'll catch you all next time.